Just waiting on viewers. Having my happy stick right now from Monk. It's made with essential oils, and it's vanilla, thyme, and fennel. So it's supposed to give you like happy vibes. And man, is it gorgeous today. Let me tell you, outside it is like 90 degrees and there's a breeze and all the animals are up and ready to go and hustle throughout their day. So today is full of life, energy's high. But I must remind y'all that tomorrow there supposedly is a frequency DNA upgrade going on within our aura and our vibration. So either shit will hit the fan, like maybe like most of the time when shit hits the fan, it's like things that we thought we were over coming to surface, and our emotions getting all out of whack because of it. Like you're dealing with history repeating itself in a different form, or basically what I'm trying to say is this upgrade, it's not going to be feeling nice for everybody. We're going to have to face our flaws. We're going to have to face our fears. We're going to have to learn to detach from the physical realm. And that includes items, material, people. And I don't mean like, a lot of people get this mixed up. When you learn to detach from other people that you love, it doesn't mean letting them out of your life, or it doesn't mean all of a sudden abandoning them or anything. It just means basically that you have to mentally know that regardless of the fact, they are their own energy. They come from their own star system. They come from their own home. But at the same time, they are meant to be in your life. They are meant to be in your journey, and you can embrace them, but don't get, what's the word? Don't get clingy. You know what I mean? You can love people and not be clingy. You can love people and not depend on them with your whole being. Like, it can be a dangerous thing when you have to depend on another being to survive. Or that can mean physically, mentally, things like that. Also, to top it off, today's the first day of the new moon. So you can set your intentions out there. Okay? When there's a new moon, it is time to manifest. It is time to focus on the things you want in life and focus on the things you desire. You can write a list or a letter to the universe of what it is that you would love to see in your life. Maybe better health, or more success, or money-making ideas, things like that, because the new moon usually is a start over. It's a clean slate, okay? When you have a full moon, that is the perfect time to release what no longer serves you. Write a list of what you want to get rid of: debt, worry, fear, anything. And then at the full moon, you burn that paper and you let it go. You can't make a list, burn it, and then still mope on it, okay? You have to trust your universe. So on the full moon, when you're releasing what no longer serves you, you have to let it go as it burns, okay? And with the new moon, when you're manifesting or writing down what it is you want in your life, okay? Or this is also the perfect time for spell work. If you're doing spell work for clients or for yourself, this is a strong time to do so because it's also part of the manifesting vibration. With the new moon, when you're writing your intentions, make sure you're visualizing them clearly as you're writing them down. Make sure you see it in detail. You could put your senses into it, because sometimes when I see visuals, all my senses kick into my visual. I can see it, I can smell it, I can hear it, things like that, and write it down. Also, make sure your vibrations are good. Make sure you're in a grateful mode, or content, or even if it's a moment of peace while you're writing your list, just make sure you're in a stable vibration where you're not writing down what you desire, but you're in a bad mood. Because a lot of times what you're writing down, what you desire, you get the opposite because you're vibrating that. And your universe doesn't understand language. It understands vibration. So make sure when you are doing that with the full moon, the moon is at 1% today. Tomorrow it's going to be completely at 0, so there'll be no moon, but you'll still get that really strong energy of Luna. Okay. So tomorrow's the upgrade DNA. You're going to feel your soul eradicate if you're sensitive. You're going to notice your thought process is changing. You're slowly getting away from things that are harming you without realizing you're getting away from them. Either foods you used to love that you know are dangerous now they turn you off. Things like that. This has a lot to do with the upgrade and the ascension process. Okay? So things will get weird for the next couple days. It's going to be from the 15th to, I believe, the 22nd. Or the 25th. 22nd, I think. But it's going to make us, it can make us an emotional wreck. It's going to make us recognize that we need to get our shit done. We need to stay focused. We need to get off our ass and do what it is that we're meant to do. And we have to do it fearlessly. So if you are one to be consumed in fears, your job with this upgrade DNA thing is to face each fear. Write down everything you're scared of and face one each day or each week or things like that, so you can learn to be a fearless warrior like you're supposed to be. It is what it is. Come on. You come from the universe. You got to be a warrior. The universe is unpredictable. There's crazy stuff going on there. So it's a very magical week if you let it be a magical week. Okay? It's a very magical week. It is the new moon. Witches love the new moon. Witches also love the full moon, and we love the crescent moons because each moon represents something that we can work on within ourselves and within our soul work. Okay? But I see that Steve is writing stuff, so I wanted to see if you had a question. Steve, you can manifest that. Write a list down of what you're looking for in a potential partner, but also make sure your mind is balanced as you're writing it down. Like, don't all of a sudden let your mind stray into the impossible. Like, a woman with double D's who's intelligent and makes a lot of money and has no kids and never been married. Like, keep it realistic. Keep it on what's super, super important in your partner that you want. Not looks, nothing temporary. You got to go into the soul work of what you want in a potential partner. And you can write that down on your manifesting list. What else? What is my topic today? You know that already. Aliens are controlling. Yes, I do. I do believe that the reptilians are not controlling the government or the United States or anything. I believe they have a big part of it, but I don't think they're the leaders of it. I think they are just following orders of something major or much bigger that we're not understanding yet, or that we haven't found the answer to yet, if that makes sense. See, a lot of people don't realize that reptilians work for Andromedians. So if we dig into the Andromedians, maybe the Andromedians also have a boss. So regardless of the fact, we're always going to be digging deeper, deeper, deeper. And there's always going to be an answer. But with that answer, there's always going to be another question. That's what spirituality is all about. It can drive us crazy if we really are not patient enough to dig deeper. That's why they call it the rabbit hole. But today, be fabulous and be grateful. Go outside, get some fresh air, get some vitamin D. Hear the birds conversating about their day or gossiping about their wives or whatever. Trust me, I think birds have regular conversations like we do. Because let me tell you, they talk a lot. They're just like people. Enjoy that sound. You know what I mean? Enjoy your birds. Enjoy the wind blowing in the trees. Like, just take a moment of silence to close your eyes, breathe, and listen to your surroundings. Get lost for a moment. It will basically boost up your aura, boost up your energy, and then it will make it so much easier to do your magic or energy work when it comes to the new moon tonight. Okay? So, yeah, Steve, we should respect all life forms. We should. we don't have to actually respect them. We just have to acknowledge the fact that we all come from the same place and we all have a job. So in a way, you're right with the respect, but it doesn't mean we have to agree with what they're doing. We don't have to agree or support when somebody's doing something that we feel is not um the higher self or the Christ consciousness, you know? If it ain't helping, spreading love or healing or anything like that, we can step away from anything that is that. But that's why I say, like, light workers, they're doomed because they're so imbalanced that they fear the dark or they don't respect the dark. They see this imaginary image of the dark being harmful and all of this, but not all the dark is harmful. There is a lot of dark that is harmful, but not all of it. So that's why I tried to re-educate people on the fallen angels too, because not all fallen angels are evil. Some do go to the underworld because they choose to. And then you got some stuck on earth trying to figure out what to do next. So we have to be more open with that. But with energy, it's going to be eradicated. You're going to feel like you're on a roller coaster from Six Flags. You're on the Superman ride, basically, but you can't see where you're going next. That's going to be energy, but it's in a good way. It might not feel like it's in a good way depending on how the vibration's coming at you. But at the end of it all, when it's all said and done on the 22nd, between the 22nd and the 25th, you're going to realize, damn, I went through hell this last week and I feel empowered. I feel motivated. I feel inspired. I want to get things done. You know what I mean? We've been in a lazy phase in a while so far. Right now, we've been wanting to lay down. We've been wanting to slack. We haven't been doing our job as humans or as starseeds or as souls. We've been slacking. You know what I mean? And it also has a lot to do with season, the summer. You don't want to be working in the heat. Trust me. You feel dirty. You feel sweaty. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop your energy work. Don't let that stop your soul work. Don't let that stop your purpose. Any of that, because I'm gonna be honest right now, the people that are in the process of being new and waking up to their soul and their potential are going insane right now. They can't handle it. And the reason they can't handle it is because they should have did this in 2012 when the vibration all of a sudden shifted completely. So they're getting it the harder way. But that doesn't mean they won't get through it. Okay? We had it easier. If you were in spirituality before 2012, we had it a bit easier, okay? Because we were going with the vibes of frequency. But now 2012 is gone when the Mayan calendar stopped and all the shifts changed and frequency and the earth shifted a little bit. I think it was like 3 to 5% it shifted, things like that. So now they're trying to wake up in level 9, for example. You get what I'm saying? We started from level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they feel like they're so far behind that they want to skip steps. But that can be dangerous too because there's no shortcuts to soul work. There's no shortcuts. There isn't any shortcuts. So the newbies and the rookies and all of that, they're going a little crazy. They can't handle their emotions. They can't handle their dream work. But it's okay. It's not going to be forever. You just got to ride it out because spirituality is not for the weak. You know, people think it's easy. All you gotta do is go vegan and meditate, and it's much more than that. We also go through energy shifts. We also go through psychic vampire attacks. We also go through multi-dimensional visitations that a lot of people can't handle. So it goes way beyond just going vegan and meditating and yoga, okay? But if you know anybody that is new and they're a little lost or they need help, help them, because you know exactly what it was like to be new to this and feel like nobody was there to actually give you answers. So help your fellow species that is trying to ascend and they don't know where to start, okay? Because like I said, we didn't know where to start, but we started. So let's make it a bit easier on them because like I said, they're a little late in the awakening of 2012 that happened. So they're starting at a rough time. They're starting while we're already upgrading our DNA. They're just starting their awakening process. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying too also is to remind you that we have to be grateful today I know most people hate Mondays. I love Mondays. Mondays are actually one of my favorite days. Well, for one, I get the most fitness classes on Monday. I got my Ratchet shows on Mondays. And plus, it's the manifesting day. It's the manifesting day to manifest the rest of your week. So if you have a good Monday, you tend to have a great week. Okay? So remember, your manifesting is always going to be there. What list again? Out slowly, Angel. Write a list of things you want to attract in your life for this new moon, whatever it is. If it's better health, if it's success, if it's money, if it's a lover, if you're trying to find your twin flame or a soulmate, things like that, you write it on the list and you can meditate on it, and then you can burn it and surrender it to the universe. Let the wind take the ashes away, and stuff like that. That's the best way, I think it is. Or you can have a God box. I always say that too. That's a cute one. You make a box and you write letters to the universe and you put it in there, and you put it in a way where nobody can ever open it or take your letters out to read it. It's just for the universe. Okay? And then when that's done, you can either bury it, or if your box is made out of like something that can burn, you can burn the whole box if it's full. And then you can remake another God box if you want. It's kind of like a way of like having a therapist that doesn't respond back. It actually responds back with action and vibration more than words. So I know that we have to learn to stop fearing the challenges that come to us. And we have to start learning to fully trust our universe, and realize that it's always going to have our back. It's never doing things to harm us. It's doing things to teach us. Once we learn to fully trust in the universe, trust me, yo, it feels like mad weight off your shoulders. It's one baggage you're taking off that you don't need, because you know that your vibration is the same vibration as the source. So it works. Another thing I wanted to say too, and I feel like this is important, it has nothing to do with the topic, but it is super, super important, is that I need you guys to stop focusing on twin flames. Okay? You guys are so focused on trying to find your twin flames that you're actually neglecting your soul work. You're skipping a step, and you shouldn't. I'm going to tell you guys the bigger picture of things, and y'all might not like it, because I know a lot of people on here that have the same belief I have, where you have a twin flame and, it's like a fairy tale love and all of this stuff. Like, I believe in fairy tale love. I really do. But in the bigger picture of things, and being on the frequency I am and coming where I come from, I've learned that the twin flame is not necessary. It's more like a 4D, 3D pleasure, if that makes sense. Okay? Because in all reality, since you are the image of your source, it's really annoying. That scam likely crap. Since you are the image of your source, you're actually a whole within yourself. So you really don't need your other half. In all reality, if you think bigger picture of twin flames, you are basically a whole completion. The twin flame, I feel like, is more of a way to help you boost that ascension process within yourself. For example, a twin flame teaches you what's the best thing about yourself, what's the worst about yourself. They help you notice and see things in angles that you can't see yourself in. Okay? So I feel like it's a pleasure and a blessing, a twin flame, but it's not needed. It's not needed to complete yourself, because you are a full whole already. It's more like a bonus. I feel like twin flames are a gift from the universe. They're not what creates your DNA. They're not what creates your energy, because your energy exists with or without the twin flame. You get what I mean? So I feel like people try too hard to find the twin flame, and they feel like that their twin flame is like their whole completion. Like, I get that twin flames complete like a whole flame, but it doesn't complete your whole essence. Your essence is already completed. They just boost up your power. They boost up your energy. They boost up your love vibrations that you can release to other people. Because we all know love is a powerful force, okay? It doesn't rid everything, but it can rid most. So if you know you are a completion within, you are a walking deity, you are a walking God, goddess, whatever your belief system is. If you know that you are a power within yourself, the twin flame is not necessary, but it's a bonus. It's a gift. Okay? So I think if people realize that, they would actually embrace their twin flame more, but not in a way where it becomes an unhealthy habit. Like, oh my God, I can't live without you. Because that's not healthy. That's not healthy for your soul work. Okay? So yes, you want a twin flame, but you don't need a twin flame. And we got to learn to get that codependency mentality that, oh my God, without them, I'm nothing, out of our head, because it's actually dangerous, and it becomes, your twin flame relationship will become toxic. And some twin flame relationships can be toxic, and it's because we allow it to. So remember, you're a completion within yourself. You don't need another half to complete you, because you're already a whole. They're just a bonus. They're the blessing, the gift from the source. That's it. But they don't complete you. Because with or without them, before them, you were Gucci. Okay? You were good. You were still living. You were still being awesome. You were still doing that. Okay? So with or without them, you can still be awesome. You can still be a god or goddess. They're just the extra boost, the extra flavor, thrown into your dish of amazingness. Trust me, the more you think that way, the more you'll attract them too. And the more you'll see them as important, but not like life-worthy important. Okay? So remember, new moon tonight and tomorrow. New moon tomorrow is at 0. It's at its strongest point. So write a list of things you want to attract in your life, or if you're doing spell work for clients or friends or whatever, it's a good time to do so. Make sure your vibes are good. You can't be in a bad mood and do spells because you won't get the result. Also, tomorrow is the DNA upgrade. So you will have an emotional eradication coming this week. It's from the 15th to the 22nd, between the 22nd to the 25th. So 15th to 25th. And just pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to your vibes, pay attention to your environment, and pay attention to the people that you're attracting around you during this time. Because you're going to wind up cleaning house. And that also includes your Facebook. You're going to be cleaning your friends list. People who are just spying or not talking, you're going to get rid of them. You know why? Because every year, if you notice, your friends list changes. The ones that are there throughout the years, you keep them for a reason. And that's because they're part of your soul family or they're part of your journeys in all your past lives. But the others, they just go, come and go, come and go, come and go. And that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because every year, you're an upgrade of yourself. And you're supposed to be better than you were last year. So remember that, okay? Stay woke, stay awesome, stay grounded. And remember to keep your vibes high today. Share this video so people actually know how energy is going to manipulate their feelings and their communication with other beings. Also share this video so they know that they can actually make their own life as happy as they want. And that they don't need the twin flame to complete themselves. Okay? It's just a gift. That's it. I love you guys.